Connors showing for the first time.
Now, what's really funny to watch is how Chris reacts to Jimmy. She's not used to horsing around. And as we have another look at this, we're going to see some very funny stares Chris shooting over to Jimmy as he does this kind of thing. Jimmy, very good influence on Chris. Great get.
Spirited match. Semifinals at the World Mixed Doubles. Watch Van Patten. He wants it. Where our local systems will be back. Van Patten holds 1 love.
John McEnroe has also called Jimmy the best competitor in the game. And the player who's been able to do the most with his talent. Vince Van Patten just made one of the most comical remarks I've ever heard one doubles player give to each other. He was crossing all over the place, as we saw. At one point he said to Kathy, stay there, wherever you are. He had no idea. He was blinded, but still asked Kathy to hold her ground. Nice cross there by Jimmy Connors, giving Vince a little bit of his own medicine.
Jimmy moves laterally so well. You think he's going to stand pat, and the next thing you know, he's in a different court. Games are 2-all. First set, semifinal match. The winner tomorrow to take on Butch Waltz and Betsy Nagelson for the 3rd title at the World Mixed Doubles. Chris Evert Lloyd and Jimmy Connors, the defending champions.
Jimmy says to Chris. Smash by Rinaldi right down the middle of the court.
Chris is shaking her head.
But I've never seen anyone play that part of the court.
I rely on you to come up with a new term for that position.
Rinaldi gets it by Connors. A wonderfully crisp volley there by Kathy Rinaldi. Nice pickup by Chris. Well played. More angle with each volley, and Chris Evert Lloyd gets it by Kathy Rinaldi. A lot of nice touch. We're going to see that point again. Watch Chris draw Kathy further and further from the ball on each volley.
Ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
Watch this again. Connors moving around on this point. A swing volley here. And on this, too bad for Connors that he catches the net. Because
this husband and wife watching the other husband and the other wife on the court. Patty Connors left and John Lloyd right.
Now we mentioned before that by Vince.
40-15.
Finding the middle of the court there, he really held on to that shot till the very last fraction of.
Just missed the roof. It's long. Here's the roof. Now Jimmy went.
She's just one of those players. You really hope for the best from her. One thing that Christopher Lloyd and Jimmy Connors, I think, are going to hit on is Kathy's lack of speed, especially around the net. They can exploit that. She does not move nearly as well as her partner, especially laterally around the net area. Return winner by Kathy Rinaldi. What an angle she needed to get it by Connors and Chris, and she came up with it. Take a quick look at this return by Kathy. Nice pickup by Chris. A real tough one.
There you go.
Unbelievable point. Couple of great gets.
There really were so many good gets in this. That one by Chris certainly stands out as one of them. Look at that shot by Connors behind the back, but Vinny Van Patten gets the last word.
Most players can't even dream of that shot.
Work at the net by Chris Evert Lloyd. Punched a couple of real fine volleys.
Chris and Jimmy now lead 5 games to 3 in the opening set. They seem to have taken things pretty much under control. This arena was a big part of it.
Chris challenging Kathy Rinaldi at the net and getting by her. Nice angle of Vincent's racket. Again, Chris finds the right spot against Kathy Rinaldi at the net.
15-13.
Watch again. This one a clean winner.
Watch Van Patten on the serve. His right leg comes so high up. Rally.
It really was a fine rally out. All 4 players moved the ball around the court so very well. This one by Van Patten, he really hit that one blind. Rinaldi takes up the slack. A tough one by Connors. And on this shot coming up, right here. Then Patten comes up with too fine an angle. And one from Rinaldi. Now that's something that Kathy is going to have to do more at the net. Do a little bit more with her shots.
Somebody yelled something, but I missed it.
I don't mind it, believe me, baby.
Frank Hammond in the chair is laughing.
Game then Patten and Rinaldi. New ball, please.
And Patten and Rinaldi still in it. As we watch these people have a good time, they're working.
Oh, tough shot by Connors.
He's smiling at Chris as if to say, pretty darn good, huh? Kathy a little disenchanted. Well, Jimmy Connors is enchanting the crowd. Double set point.
Game of first set.
6-4, the defending champions are set up.
Oh, that's a tough shot by Vince. Fine lob, unreturnable by Kathy Rinaldi. And Al, to answer your question about Chris Evert Lloyd's lineage, as we have another look at her, hoists up this lovely lob. She has Luxembourg roots. She comes from a tiny rural community of 400 called Grospus.
Game pattern. Evert Lloyd.
Connors and Evert Lloyd have broken Kathy Rinaldi. That hurts. 2-1. Connors and Evert Lloyd lead. These are the semifinals of the World Mixed Doubles at the Astro Arena in Houston. Got a really good crowd on hand here at the Astro Arena. And Mary, in this book of trivial knowledge that you have assembled over the years, we have the Luxembourg national anthem, and you just mentioned that that's where Chris's roots lie. Mir willen bij weer wat meer zien. And in Luxembourg, out of the national anthem, we take that line, and it means we want to remain what we are. Boy, does that fit Chris to a T, or what?
It really does. I had read that in Chris's autobiography, written by Neil Amber, and I had written it down in my crazy notebook only because all this year, when Chris was getting so much advice to change her name, I thought the Luxembourg national anthem, we want to remain what we are, fits so well. I always wanted to remind Chris of it, as a matter of fact, because I think that she can win with the game she owns. Connor's just saying, I gave doubles up for a reason. He stopped playing doubles in 1975. He said he just thought it might be too much of a physical grind, but Nice shot by Kathy Rinaldi. A tough one. But Kathy great shot by Jimmy, but once again, then Patten has an academic volley into the open court for the serve.
Advantage Evert Lloyd.
Chris got off to a great start on her serve, struggled a bit, but still held. It is my guess we are going to see a very strong game right now from Chris Evert Lloyd and Jimmy Connors. Vincent Van Patten will be serving at 4-all.
Terrific smash by Vince Van Patten.
15 love.
It was a fine lob. And Vince's feet were off the ground as he made the winner.
That's it.
Too easy.
15 all.
I can't believe I missed that.
There's 15.
My best shorts, Connor says. He made a lunge on that last one, but didn't come through with the shot. Nice shot by Chris.
There you go.
Fans applaud because this was a tough volley for Chris to make. She had to hit over the net, and still look where she found on the court.
It's old.
Game Van Patten and Rinaldi.
Hold, and their lead now 5 games to 4 in the second set. And of course they'll need this set because they lost the first 6-4. The defending. Don't ever play poker with Chris Evert Lloyd. You'll never know what kind of hand she's holding. Still 2 break points for Rinaldi and Van Patten.
Game Van Patten, Rinaldi.
Tiebreaker.
Game starts 6-all from the tiebreaker.
Vincent Van Patten to serve 1. Chris obviously trying to work on Kathy Rinaldi and winning.
1-0. Connors.
It's good.
1-0.
Net!
First service.
3 lead cords in a row for Chris Evert Lloyd, and Jimmy wants to help out.
Nice playing by Vince Van Patten on his toes.
3-0.
Well, this team needed that lead cord. So Chris loses both her service points. And then Patten has a chance to take this second set. Connor's going twice to Kathy, but she stands up well against the Connor's return and ground stroke. 5-3. One more serve for Van Patten. And a lead cord from Chris. Just a whisper of a lead cord. Barely touched it, but it was enough to throw off Vincent's track.
Now Jimmy Connors will serve at 4-5. And if he holds, he'll have a chance to put himself and Chris back in front in this tiebreaker.
Shot is long.
6-5. Rinaldi Van Patten.
A second set point for Kathy Rinaldi and Vince Van Patten. Rinaldi serving to Connors. A tough return by Jimmy. The teams change ends again.
Why? This match now an hour 37 minutes old. Late night tennis in Houston. This is the nightcap in our semifinal coverage of the World Mixed Doubles, the 3rd annual. Back tomorrow night for the finals. Betsy Nagelson and Butch Waltz already waiting. 11 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow night.
Vincent comes up with a spike. That's a shot, a favorite shot of Vince's. And once again, a set point for the unseeded team.
Chris Evert Lloyd serving.
Vince wants a backhand. Connors is very aggressive in this point, and Kathy Rinaldi does not do enough with these volleys. One more serve from Chris. third set point for Rinaldi and Van Patten.
Rinaldi and Patten.
Jimmy Connors screaming out, I got it, I got it, I got it, and Chris took it anyway. Van Patten for the set. And we're going to play three. Jimmy Connors and Chris Evert Lloyd unable to hang on. Connors smacks the microphone in disgust. For our local systems, we'll pause on USA and return in a moment.
See, it's a dispirited team here. They know that they kind of let this team off the hook. And now the team of Van Patten and Rinaldi playing better tennis than Jimmy Connors and Chris Evert Lloyd.
I think at the beginning of the match, Mary Cathy was a little...
Jimmy called for it. Chris took it anyway and made a winner from it.
That was a somewhat lucky shot, I think, by Van Patten. But a winner nonetheless. And they lead 3-1.
I think what was lucky about it was that Vincent ended up running right into that ball, and yet he was able to maintain control off a tough shot.
The serve.
It's good. Right out of his belly, Van Patten is able to scare up a wonderful reflex volley. Watch again. A very tough shot here. Chris had a number of opportunities to end it. She goes right to Vince, and he handles it.
Just a soft caress on the ball by Connors.
40-15.
Great shot. 40-15. Puts it away. They hold, but they still trail. Rinaldi Van Patten, 3-2. So their title on the line.
He nailed the return and then played everything else soft to Rinaldi, forcing Rinaldi to stretch wide, which is something she does not do well. And Rinaldi netted it. Back to deuce. Like I said, this is such a big point. Nice play by Vince. Very controlled under the circumstances.
He had everybody thinking he was going right, and he went left.
Vince 1 point away from a 4-2 third set lead.
Chris can't do anything with the volleys at net, and Vincent Van Patten holds. It's a 4-2 lead.
Oh, nice shot by Chris. A tough one.
Now, when you look at the faces of Chris Evert Lloyd and Jimmy Connors, the change is dramatic. Seems to be some emotion missing. And with Cathy Rinaldi serving, Chris Evert Lloyd and Jimmy Connors are 3 points away from being eliminated.
Big poach here by Vince Van Patten all night long. He's been moving all over the net. And he paid the price for that one.
15-0.
Kathy Rinaldi is 2 points from the match. And I don't think anyone is more surprised than Kathy herself.
Well, with that shot wide, we are now at match point. Not yet. Another match point.
Advantage Rinaldi.
Say this, Mary. Vincent Van Patten, before the match began, gave you his strategy, and he has lived up to it on just about every single opportunity.
He sure has. Second match point. And another one saved. Well, this is a real big week for Vince. Like you said, he had that wonderful week in Japan a couple of years ago where he beat Garolaitis and McEnroe for his first and really only major title. And already this week he has earned more money than he has in a long time in just 1 week. But this win would mean even more to him than the money, I'm sure of that. For the third time, Kathy Rinaldi is serving for the match.
Some erratic stroking by Chris. Big cushion for the team of Rinaldi and Van Patten. They lead 5-2.
Sarcastic applause from the fans.
Connors all over that return, doing what he does best.
I don't think there's anything Jimmy can say to Chris right now that she doesn't already know.
It's in.
It's well in. Boy, oh boy, that's the kind that Kathy was hoping out. But it was well in.
Matador effort by Kathy. She waved it on by. And now a break point to Jimmy Connors. Expect one complete effort on this return of serve.
Game, everyone.
3 match points for Rinaldi and Van Patten, and they were unable to clinch on the big point.
Van Patten Rinaldi lead 5-3.
But Chris and Jimmy will have to break Vincent Van Patten.
They're unfamiliar to the women. They play on a carpet surface.
Love game for Connors. And they're now within 1. Connors and Evert Lloyd are. But when we come back, Vincent Van Patten will be serving for the match again.
Look at Vince. I can't say more than Vince's face right now. It's expressing everything. 3 match points. Look at Connors. Vince still has 2 match points. Connor saying to Chris, we may still have a chance.
Rinaldi hung tough. And upset in Houston. The defending champions go down. Happy moments indeed for Vincent Van Patten and Kathy Rinaldi. The final score again in 2 hours and 17 minutes, 4-6, 7-6, 6-4. The final tomorrow, Rinaldi, Van Patten, Butch Waltz, and Betsy